Hello, boys and girls. Here we are, yet another week of our remote learning adventure that we have going on. Last week's theme was Fitness Fiesta to kind of blend in with what is going on in the world during that time. This week, we picked a theme that all of you know I love very much, which is superheroes, which is why I'm wearing my superhero shirt to talk about this. Just like our field day last year, everything that is in this video has to do with superheroes. So it's something that I love a whole bunch. Maybe some of you during this time have gotten to sit around and watch some superhero movies. I know I did. So I'm just going to walk through everything once again, make sure you understand it. If you come to this video because you have any questions, this is the best way to explain everything if you can't understand it from the link that's on the assignment. Just before I get started, a reminder, my beard is still growing right now. It's kind of one of the longest beards I've ever had. Don't forget, May 1st, this Friday, is the last day that you could submit a video of you doing push-ups. And if we hit the 100,000 mark as a school, then I will shave my beard and post it on here. So I'm excited for this week. It's a lot of really, really cool activities. So let's get started on the warm-up. So on the warm-ups, there's 5 options, just like always. If you pick the same one every day, you can do that. That's good. If you pick like a couple different ones, you try to mix it up a little bit, that's great. If you do a different one every single day, that's elite because you're going out of your comfort zone and trying all of them. Option number 1 is a YouTube video that is a link that kind of helps you. It kind of tells a story with superhero stretches, which is, of course, a great warm-up to have. So that's a great option, especially if you're a visual learner and like to be able to watch something as you do it. Option number 2, superheroes. So like the basic, most important part of a superhero is that they are really out to help people. They're not there for themselves. That would be a villain if you're trying to just help yourself. So a superhero is somebody who helps somebody else. So option number 2 is very, very simple as your warm-up. You find one way to help somebody in your family. Could be any different way of helping them, but that is an elite thing to do that we talk about in the gym all the time. So this is something that blends in with that perfectly. The superhero thing, it all connects. I would probably say this is my favorite warm-up that I would want you to do. Option number 3, obviously superheroes are very active. So anytime you're active, in action word is called a verb. So all of these superhero verbs are your warm-up. So you would read each one and you would do exactly what that word is. Like there's jump, stomp, twist, all of that stuff. So you would do it along with the list that's on there. Option number 4, superhero stretches. So it lists a whole bunch of different stretches that we have done before. So you hold each stretch for 30 seconds, get your body nice and warmed up for whatever activity that you pick. Option number 5 is superhero selection. So it's a little bit more visual thing, especially for those who can access this. So you would click on that and then it would bring you to a different page and it shows you different superheroes and different, like a wider thing of stretches that you could pick from. So let's move down to the activity choice board for the week. There are 9 options. Doing good would be to pick the same one for all 5 days. Doing great would be to pick 5 different ones. Being elite would be all 9 within the 5 days of the week. So make sure whenever you go to submit that you are showing me what you're doing, you're telling me, and it's not just one day. You come back to this every single day. You do activity all 5 days of the week. That is what we're looking for here. So option number 1 is Spider-Man yoga. So there's another link on there. It helps kind of tell a story and it's like specific to Spider-Man. So if you're a big Spider-Man fan, this would be a great one to go to. That's what I like about this choice board. It's a lot like our field day from last year where it's focused on each superhero. So you could find one that you really, really like and pick that one first. Option number 2, build a superhero lair. So Batman has the Batcave, Superman has the Fortress of Solitude. Superheroes often have a lair where they can go and plan how they can save the world and everything, and they can think about all the important stuff. That is called a superhero lair. So it's kind of like a little secret fort. So in this activity, you would build your own little secret fort, maybe pillows, blankets, anything that you can think of in your house to build your superhero lair, that would be perfect. This is a great activity that involves creativity. So, great one to choose for that. Goku Flying Nimbus Ride. So, Dragon Ball Z, there's a lot of super-powered people, and one of them, Goku, can ride a flying Nimbus cloud. So on this activity, you are finding something to ride. Kind of could be like your Batmobile, your Green Hornet, your Wonder Woman Invisible Jet. So you pick something for you to ride. On most people, it would be a bike, a scooter, whatever. It's like your superhero ride. So that's another activity. It's for 30 minutes. Dodge the laser beam activity. So if you're kind of a infiltrator type of superhero that may not be able to just fly and do everything, maybe you're like a Batman or a Black Widow or something like that, imagine that there are laser beams. So some of you might have like some streamers or some string. Maybe you have real lasers. I don't know your life. You set up a type of laser beam obstacle course for you to crawl through, and you cannot touch the lasers, of course. There's a picture on there, and it'll kind of get you thinking about what this activity is. Again, a super creative, fun one for you to get to pick. Hopefully, I can see some cool videos or pictures of some of the creations some of you do. Option number 5. Last year, we did drum fit for a little bit. That's where we had the big yoga balls, and then we had the drumsticks and everything. This is a super cool thing that you can do anytime, but this drum fit is specific to the Avengers. So if you're like me and you went and saw the Avengers movies and you love the Avengers, this is perfect because it kind of combines superheroes with physical activity with music. So Miss Lopez would be happy too. Option number 6, Flash Race. So the Flash, the fastest man alive. This is a great opportunity to go outside, set up some cones if you have any cones, set up 2 things to run in between. Try to like time yourself if you can. See how fast you can possibly go. See who's the fastest in your house. Make it a zigzag of different things that you have to go to where you change direction. So this is a race type of thing to go as fast as you possibly can. So that's option number 6. Option number 7 is another really cool thing called Superhero Adventure. So it's a little presentation, and you kind of get to pick and make superhero choices of what hero you would want to be. So it's a very intellectual, which means you're using your brain. I'm looking forward to that too, and let me know what some of you think of it. I'm excited for it. Option number 8, superhero strength. So if you are a Superman or the Hulk, any of those like awesome muscular superheroes, superhero strength, you do all of these like super muscular physical activities to help you build strength to feel like a superhero. And then the last one is Superhero Just Dance, because I know there are people out there who enjoy dancing, and this is, again, dancing, physical activity mashed up with superheroes to make us an activity that's perfect for this week. So those are the 9 physical activity choices of the week. Remember, good is picking the same 5, great is picking like a different 5, and elite is picking all 9 of them. Now to the cooldowns. Some of these are a little bit longer than the other cooldowns that we've had, so make sure you know what you're doing. Option number 1, doing like your favorite stretches. So you get to pick whatever. During this, though, you're using mindfulness. You're using your brain to think about, okay, what is like the most important parts of being a superhero? If I was a superhero, what type of superhero would I want to be? If I could be any superhero that already exists, why would I want to be that superhero? What do I think is cool about them? This is just a great way for you to do your physical activity and then slow down and think about, okay, maybe Superman is my favorite superhero. If I sat there and I thought about why, it would be that he doesn't wear a mask. He's proud of knowing who he is. And he's out there just to help as many people as possible. He's just unbelievably strong, unbelievably powerful. And if you don't know, this symbol, of course, it's an S. So S would be Superman. But Superman, it's actually a symbol from his home world of Krypton that means hope. So I think he's an amazing superhero. He's just so powerful. But he's like, an alien that came to Earth and grew up in Kansas. It's just a cool story to me. So me knowing all of that, that's the type of thing I would think about on this first option. Option number 2 what is your superhero name? So there's a link and an attachment for you to figure out exactly what your superhero name would be based off the letters in your name. Another little fun thing for you to get to do, kind of to wind down and enjoy the superhero-ness. Option number 3 is superhero yoga. Once again, mindfulness, cool your body down, directly related to superheroes. Option number 4, I'm pretty excited about because it is Doctor Strange's meditation. If you were so lucky to see Avengers or you know who Doctor Strange is, he is a master of the mystic arts and involves a lot of using his brain to know what's going on. And there's actually a scene in one of the movies where he is so meditative and he's thinking so hard and relaxing his body and using mindfulness that he's able to see into the future. So try to calm yourself, relax yourself, and meditate, and there's some awesome instructions of how to do that. And then option number 5 down here at the end, if my computer will scroll down, because I want to make sure I'm telling you exactly what to do correctly. There we go. Marvel superhero stretches. So you can pick one of your favorite Marvel characters and do stretches based off of them. So that is the activity board for this week. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing all of the cool things that you come up with, because in the gym, I always try to give you a game or an opportunity or an activity, and then I try to get you to be creative with it. So if you create your own superhero, if you wear a costume during it, any of that cool stuff, please let me see it. Please let me know. That is what I love getting to see while I'm just sitting around here doing nothing. I love seeing your responses as to what you're doing. So that's it for this week. Don't forget to turn it in whenever you do it, but make sure you're doing all 5 days, not just one day and then you're done. These activities don't take very long, so you can take some time out of every single day to do them. Don't forget, hopefully, to submit your push-ups. If you go and hit the plus sign and then you can enter a new journal entry, then you can submit a video of you doing as many push-ups as you possibly can. Your brother, your sister, your family members of any type. I've gotten so many push-ups being done, and I'm really starting to think I might lose my beard, but we've got a long way to go still, so work as hard as you possibly can. That's it for this week. Let me see all the cool stuff that you get to do. Love all of you, miss all of you, row the boat, go be super this week.